Alright, guys, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Alright, go.
Alright, I did my persuasive speech on capital punishment. Do you think capital punishment should be allowed in the United States? Capital crime should be sentenced to capital punishment. The three main topics, or the three topics I want to talk about is I have three court cases and some interesting facts. Almost all democracies have abolished the death penalty, except for the United States, Japan, and South Korea. Since colonial times, only 13,000 people have legally been executed. In the 1930s, only 150 people were killed each year. Some federal offenses can lead to the death penalty, and it is unconstitutional to sentence the death penalty to the mentally ill. The first case I want to talk about was Kennedy versus Louisiana. It happened on June 25th, 2008. Patrick Kennedy was sentenced to death for the rape of his 8-year-old stepdaughter. The Louisiana state statute authorized capital punishment for the rape of a child under 12. It was ruled unconstitutional to sentence someone for death that was not involved in a death. My personal opinion on that is I think that he should be sentenced to the death penalty just because it was the rape of a minor. The second case was Ring versus Arizona. This was on June 24th, 2002 in Arizona. Timothy Ring was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. This is an example of a federal offense that can lead to the death penalty. His penalty was later increased to the death penalty. An armed van was parked in front of the Arrowhead Mall in Arizona, and the driver was shot by Timothy Ring, and they drove the van to a church to collect the money out of the van. They made $562,000 in cash and $271,000 in personal checks. And my personal opinion on that case was I think he deserved the death penalty. The third case was Atkins versus Virginia, and this was a capital murder case. Darrell Atkins was convinced of capital murder. This is a case that involved the mentally retarded. His IQ was 59, and the Supreme Court of Virginia affirmed the sentence as capital murder, but then later decreased it because of his mental state. Atkins and a partner abducted Eric Nesbitt, and they were not satisfied with the money they found in his wallet and took him to an ATM to withdraw $200. Nesbitt was taken to an isolated location and was shot 8 times. And here's some more facts about it. There's 41 capital crimes: espionage, treason, death from aircraft hijacking, and murder-related crimes and genocide. In conclusion, I talked about 3 main court cases that had to do with capital punishment and capital crimes. And my personal opinion on capital punishment, I think if you murder someone, you should receive capital punishment.